Get ready for the Leader Chat Room with Paul Kramer, featuring Lifestyle Elite Global Marketing Directors.
Good morning, Lifestylers. Paul Kramer coming to you live from the Leader Chat Room at Lifestyle's home office in beautiful Toronto, Canada. Come on in, everybody. Welcome. We've got a great guest today, a real amazing, inspirational story. Very much looking forward to this one. But just before we get to that, I'd like to thank our previous guest here on the Leader Chat Room, GMD Roselle. Hart, thank you so much for coming on board. It was a great chat you had with us last week about your story. Very inspirational. You never quit and you achieved amazing success. We had a lot of positive feedback and people were very excited about that. So thank you to GMD Roselle. Now today we've got an amazing guest on another amazing success story here in Lifestyles. So let me tell you a little bit about her. She joined Lifestyles in May of 2005. She was promoted to International Marketing Director in January of 2011. She was promoted to Global Marketing Director in February of 2013. She was our 2012 runner-up for highest PGV, that's personal growth volume, and she's our 2014 National Ambassador. As well, she's the winner of the 2019 Lifestyle Achievement Award. So, from Metro Manila, let's welcome in to the Leader Chat Room, Global Marketing Director, Marilou Arellano. Good morning, GMD.
Yes, Sir Paul. Good morning.
Good morning. And I should say that it's the Lifetime Achievement Award that you won back in 2019. So congratulations on that one. Great to have you with us today. You have an amazing story. How are you feeling this morning?
Yes, Sir Paul. First of all, thank you. It's an honor to be your guest today. And I remember that award. It's an unexpected award. And just a week before, I think the lockdown, the pandemic. So it seems like I have a huge assignment with our mission in Lifestyles after the pandemic. And thank you very much for trusting me.
Well, you're an amazing story, and we're going to talk, about the whole thing that happened to you and your lifestyle, your arc of your life, and how how you became what you are today and what people see today. But we've got a picture here early on. You're just a young little thing here in the middle. And there you are. Let me tell everybody about, sort of where you were born, right? You were the middle child of three sisters. Your parents separated very early on in your life. You were raised by your grandmother in a remote area of Samar, right? There was no electricity, no running water, not even a newspaper. You ate only what you could grow, right? In your case, sweet potatoes was all you ate. You'll tell us about that. And even rice you only had once a year, which is an amazing. I've never met a Filipino that only has had rice once a year as a child. So that's really something. But it was an extremely poor area. And tell us how this shaped who you are now. And tell us about those early years. What was life like in Samar?
Yes, Sir Paul. It's opportunity for me to recall my past, my life before. I think that picture, that's the only picture I had when I was little. And yes, we have only three sisters. I'm the middle, and I grew up with my grandmother in that remote area in Northern Samar. Yes, that's true that I experience only to have rice once a year because in our province, it's a highland. When we have this rice, it's only once a year, and it's only 1 week. I think it's only 1 week that we have that rice because we don't have a huge rice field. So then I'm with my Lola. Most of the time, I remember I ate kamote, root crops, in the morning, lunchtime, evening. And most of the time, I remember I was in the wild forest with my Lola. and that's how I grow up there. I'm only with my one sister because my one sister is with my mom in Manila. She's working in Manila as a beautician, and I didn't have a chance to grow with her. I'm not even too familiar with my mom. I just saw her when the time she have this vacation, and that's my life in
Yeah.
summer. I I don't experience Sir Paul to play with the kids. I keep on go with my lola in the farm. Uh, that's
Yeah,
it.
it was a very tough, tough way to be a child. You had to go to the river with your grandfather every day to get water in these big pails, right? These big pails of water, and of course, you had to walk to school, there and back, and I know you took a small amount of money that you got from working for your grandmother, and you bought candy to resell at school, right? So you
Yes.
were very resourceful from a young age, and so what made you do that? What made you want to take that candy, resell it, and make a little profit?
Actually, Sir Paul, I remember when I think I am in grade two, grade three. Um, we have always a visitor, a teacher, a relative, that teacher. Then she gave me that money, and I bought plastic of candies. Then I sell it, and because I want to have my own money, because I don't know the picture of money because if nobody gave me money, we don't have money. We used to have avocado, then trade it to the store, and when we go back to our house, we just have this salt and whatever we need, like the basic salt and the petroleum. That's the only way life we
Right.
have. Then yes, the water in that place in our province, we don't have this nawasa or tubig water. When there's rain, we nagsasahod kami ng tubig.
Yeah, go ahead. Speak your own language. You can go ahead. No problem.
Yes. If it's rain, we have this water, and if we don't have, if it's not raining, I go to a very far place to find sapa. Maghanap kami ng sapa to get water to drink. But I'm not using the pail. We're using the
Mm.
bamboo, the big bamboo, the long bamboo, and to get
Wow.
water. So I remember that, experienced that
Yeah.
also. And that's the life in that province. It's very remote
Yeah.
area, uh, no communications. That's why I keep on praying. Every time I heard my grandmother praying every day, she keeps on praying 3 times a day rosary. And I remember that she prayed long hours, and she's talking our Heavenly Father. And that time, I want something in my life different. I am planning to go to Manila, but I don't know how. And I ask God, I pray to God, I talk to Him. What will I do? I want to have a different life compared with the people there in in that
Yes.
place. And I remember one time my mom bring us to
Yeah. Well,
Manila
we have a
with Lola.
picture of this. Let's take a quick look at this. I'm glad you brought. Here you are. Now tell us, Malou, about this journey to Manila, right? Because your mom, like you're saying, your mom invited you guys, or said, okay, you can come to Manila. Your sister, you, and your grandmother. And tell us a little bit about the ship you were on, how old you were, and what happened to you on that ship to Manila.
Yes, Sir Paul. I remember that trip. That was the first time I get out from that municipality, from my birthplace. And we, sumakay kami sa barko in a ship going to here in Manila. But since I don't have fare, wala akong pamasahe that time. Wala akong pamasahe that time. My mom has a friend in that ship. Then when there's a checker, yung may mag-check sa ticket, since I don't have that ticket, tinago nila ako sa isang room. It's very hot and dark, and for me it's very traumatic because I had that allergy that time. That was after lunch, so I ate tulingan in here in the Philippines. Sometimes nakakalason, or it's there's a poison. So that fish, that kind of fish, then right after the lunch, there's a checker for the ticket. Since I don't have ticket, they put me in the dark room, very hot, and I don't know, I almost die. I cannot breathe. But thank God, after the how many minutes, I get out from that room. And when I go, that picture. That's my first picture and only picture here in Manila. That's in Luneta, together with my cousins. Right. So I think I was 8 or 9 years old, Sir Paul, that time.
Yes. So you go to Manila, and you met. You were there with your mom, and and you decided to stay in Manila, right? You decided to stay there, but you couldn't speak the same dialect, the same languages they did in Manila. So you ended up living in a squatter's area, and you worked washing dishes. Until 1 a.m. you were washing dishes, and then at 4 in the morning you had to wake up and go to the wet market. And this is not a good life for a young person, right? For a young girl, you're still very young at this time. So tell us a little bit about how you were feeling about that situation, and what you thought about Manila.
Yes, Sir Paul. Since I am not so familiar with my mom, and of course I have my stepfather already that time, since I don't know how to speak Tagalog yet that time, I said to my mom that I don't want to enroll in a school because I don't know how to speak Tagalog. So what I did, I think my mom sent me to work as a helper, and every vacation. So nangangatulong ako, in short. And that time, I think I was 9 years old. So I have this amo in Malabon. It's a canteen. So I'm the helper, slicing all the ingredients up to 1 o'clock in the morning. Then 3 a.m. wake up again in the morning to go to the market. I'm the only one bringing the foods, yung pinamalengke, with 2 bags. Every day I work as a helper, kasambahay. And another amo, a doctor also, I work there also. If I don't have class, since I am not yet enrolled, I am working as a katulong. And at this time, when my mom gave me 50 centavos, 25 centavos, when nakompleto ko ng 20 pesos, I started selling the jackfruits, jackfruits, yung seeds. Yeah. So it's walking. I'm just walking to the market. Then I started selling it, and I have also banana, peanuts, selling, walking the streets, because I want to save money for the next enrollment.
Yes, because you had a dream. You wanted to be a lawyer. And tell us what happened there, because you had to write a test, right? So tell everybody what happened with the test.
Actually, Sir Paul, I'm really excited to go to college. That's why I'm really working hard. When I was in grade 6, I enrolled myself. The next year, I enrolled as grade 6. I'm in school. I'm selling nuts. I'm selling everything. Polvoron, peanuts. I sell everything. Then at weekend, I go to nagsiservice ako ng manicure, pedicure, in different places in Metro Manila, because I want to save money, because I want to go to college. My dream is to be a lawyer. Uh, yes, I just want to be a lawyer. I want my life different. But sad story, after my high school, I didn't pass the NCEE. That's the entrance exam during that time before you can go to college. So I got frustrated because I didn't pass that exam. So it turned out that I took a secretarial for 2 years, but hindi ko siya nagamit. Uh, Again, I turned out to be a small businesswoman.
Mm-hmm.
I joined direct selling different companies. I sell bags, clothes, anything that I can
Right,
sell.
right. Well, the
Yeah.
selling thing is has been, part of your life since you were just a very, very small person. And folks, we've learned quite a bit about Malou so far, but there's a lot more to learn about this woman. So, Malou, are you ready? Because folks, now we are going to play Fast Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Fast Talk. It's time for Fast Talk with PK.
All right, Malou. So here we go. Now, you may have saw this last week, but here's how this works, okay? We've got a case of injury here on the screen. We've got numbers 1 through 9. You are going to pick a number, and I'm going to ask you, I don't even know what these questions are. They're random questions. I'm going to ask you the question, and you have to answer immediately, first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready? Give me a number.
Yes, number 7.
Number 7, here we go. Here's the question: manicure or pedicure?
Manicure.
Why?
Both.
Why?
That's I ano master ako diyan. I know how to do it perfectly.
Okay. Okay, good. All right, let me give me another number there.
1.
Number 1, let's go. What do we have here? Dragonfly or butterfly?
Butterfly.
Why?
Butterfly is my spiritual animal guide. I have very memorable encounter with butterfly.
Oh, okay. So butterfly is meaningful for you. That's your
Yeah.
spirit. That's your spirit animal. Okay, all right. That's interesting. Okay, give me one more.
9.
Number 9. Okay, if you could choose an actress to portray your life story in a movie, who would that actress be?
We're not allowed to watch TV anymore. I don't know.
I, I knew this question was going to be tough.
Santos.
Do you have an actress, somebody you like?
Julian Santos.
Oh, okay. We don't know. She's a Filipino actress, I assume, right?
Yeah, Filipino actress.
Okay, well that's awesome. So you've got them all. Thank you, Malou, for playing Fast Talk. There you go. We learned that the butterfly is Malou's spirit animal. Okay, and that's very interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you so much, Malou. Okay, there you go. Well, let's keep going. We're going to talk now a little bit about your postgraduate. Okay, so now you're a high school graduate, and your sister was about to give birth to a child in north of Lausanne. So you ended up going there to see your sister, and you ended up meeting your husband Edgar. We have a great picture of you two guys here. Tell us, boy, this goes back a long way. Tell us about, not that long. Tell us about Edgar and how you met.
Yeah. That time, yes, I'm supposed to go to. I'm going to Lepanto. That's 6 hours drive from Baguio City. Then it so happened that I didn't know the place going there. When I inside the bus, I asked somebody there, the passenger, asking where is that
Mhm.
direction, and accidentally the person I asked was the mother-in-law of my sister, together with my husband. So that time he is going there for a vacation because my sister's husband is his cousin. So it ended up we have the same house to to
Right.
go there. I met him 1982.
Right.
Then we met again after 7
Wow. Right.
years.
Right.
So I think, not I think, he's my soulmate.
Well, that's great. I mean, it took 7 years, and that's kind of amazing how that happened. And you got together after 7 years, you ended up getting married. But there was a tragedy that occurred in the family in 2003. Your husband was in a very bad car accident, right? That left him injured with suffering from type of amnesia and depression. And tell us a little bit about this, because this also is a big part of your life. How did this affect you, your kids, your marriage, and your husband, that car accident?
Yes, Sir Paul. Actually, that was the most rock bottom of my life. My husband that time supposed to be um, uh, mag-a-apply na siya going to Canada actually. Uh, 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 Oil rigs. But it happened that accident 2003. My husband, by the way, is a mining
Yes.
engineer. So I'm going to get rich that time
Right.
because he's trying to, he's applying actually that time abroad. But accidents happened in 2003 and he almost died that accident. It caused him amnesia, depression, trauma. And sa amin, sa family namin, it's not really easy for us because every day nagwawala siya, nagbabasag. Yun, hinahabol ako minsan madalas, gunting, kutsilyo, sinisira niya lahat ng gamit. My two kids was
Mm-hmm,
traumatized
mm-hmm,
also.
mm-hmm.
And uh, kumbaga natagalan ko siya for more than 7 years, Sir Paul. That situation in our life, it's not easy because I am the only one
Yes.
working, looking for money. How can I feed my two kids? How can I pay my rentals, my school tuitions for my kids? So it's not really
Mm-hmm.
easy for me that time. There's a lot of time that I tried to commit
Mm,
suicide,
wow. Mm-hmm.
honestly, because I didn't know what to do because I'm the one, nagki-caregiver ako sa kanya, taking care of him, and at the same time I have to look for money so that we have money to buy food for my children, for tuition
Mm-hmm.
fees, and until I almost surrender. I really tried to commit suicide many
Yes.
times.
Yes.
That time, Sir Paul, it's not
No.
really
No.
easy. The trauma that we have, especially my children, actually until now, we experience, especially with my kids right now, having this anxiety attack. Until now, it occurs after 20
Yes.
years.
Yes.
Thanks God that I am now here in Lifestyles. I can attend the medical needs of my
Yeah.
children, especially also, but he is undergoing treatment right
Yeah.
now.
Well, the trauma is very difficult to overcome when it happens at that young age, right? And so it's very, very difficult for sure. And these were tough times, and I think this really shows everybody how tough you are, what kind of a person you are. You had a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. I know you were working at that time, and then a couple years later, though, the good news occurred, right? You met GMD, Christine Kimpo, Tintin, GMD Tintin, in the lobby of the old Lifestyles office, right? And she saw you carrying bags of stuff and you're moving around, and she came up to you and she introduced Lifestyles to you, and you knew about Intra, right, a little bit, but you didn't really know about the Lifestyles business. So GMD Tintin introduced you to the company, to the opportunity. Tell us a little bit about that and the very early days of being a Lifestyles distributor. What was that experience like for you?
Yes, Sir Paul. Like actually, I heard lifestyles 2000, and I tried to be a distributor before, but since I feel that I don't have the capacity and ability to do it, I just maybe ignore
Yes.
it. I just focus on what I'm doing, selling in the market, anything under the sun. I go to the Visoria, Baclaran, Quiapo, selling anything. And one time, I have a friend, a manager from the bank, and asking, uh, she heard about Intra, that I know about Intra, and she asked me, where can I buy that? Because my sister in California asking for that
Hmm.
product. Then I assist her. I go to the office. That's where I met GMD Tin. I
Yes.
applied that time. I'm familiar with GMD Tin because during that time, I'm the one supplying for your
That's right.
frames.
That's
Frame display
for
to the
the wall of fame for all the GMDs, right? Yes.
yes. Sir Paul, I really worked hard to get that project from your
Yeah.
office. So I'm the one supplying for that frame. Then Ma'am Tintin saw me. She recognized me that you're the one supplying for this frame. You're so masipag, sabi ng mentor ko. Then Ma'am Peng and Ma'am Tintin approached me, asking me if I am willing to do the lifestyles business. At first, I am very hesitant,
Hmm.
Sir
Hmm.
Paul, because with before my face value, I said I don't have my face value, I don't have the credibility, I don't have influence, I don't have educational background, I don't have
Right.
money. I have full of doubts. I have many doubts before that I don't know if I can do
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
and I feel that I am not credible to do
Yes.
it because I don't know how to talk, how to speak in front of the
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
But I am amazed and surprised because Ma'am Tintin and Ma'am Peng go to the market where I have my little pesto. I was shocked. Oh my, is it true that they're here? Oh my God. So they just buy my items there. I'm selling toothpaste, coffee, Ma'am Tintin bought, binili niya lahat.
Right.
Then they asked me if I have lots of friends in the market. I said yes. So they said that okay, make a list.
Right.
Who's your
Yeah.
friends
Yeah.
here? So I make a list, and just for how many seconds, minutes, I make a list for more than 50
Wow.
people.
See.
That's the
Yeah.
time they yes sir, that's the time they keep on coming back.
Well, they thought if you know 50 people, that's really amazing. So, well, these mentors that you have, of course, GMD Tintin, GMD Pang Mendoza, are just amazing people, and they cared a lot about you. We've got some great pictures of you here. Now, you climbed the ladder of success amazingly, right? You became, of course, a global marketing director, the national ambassador, the Lifetime Achievement Award winner. All of this, from a person who was selling candy and living in such poverty. Tell me about the emotions here that you have becoming a global marketing director.
Yes sir Paul, actually when I embrace the mission of lifestyles, because I signed up Sir Paul May 5 of 2005. That time my first concern is only to have the product for my husband because of that recommendation of a friend of mine, the pharmacist. She said that you better let your husband take this product because I know the effect of organic and the synthetic. So, without hesitation, I look for money, I borrowed
Right.
money to sign up, and in 15 days, nabayaran ko yung inutang ko. Then, that time, I don't have products anymore to promote, and I I didn't go actively. So hindi ako nag-active because I don't have product anymore. But good thing that my upline is keep on coming back in the market. She keeps on reminding me that you are masipag. Um, if you will just do this, soon you can be
Mm-hmm.
rich. You can fulfill your dreams. At first, hindi ako naniniwala that I can do it. But thanks God, because my upline is really believing in me with my capacity that I can do it. I can be a global marketing director. At first, my mentor saw me, naniniwala siya na mag-GMD ako. She believes that I can be a GMD
Right.
soon. And so 2005, I signed up, Sir Paul. Then almost 5 years not doing seriously the business. After Ondoy, here nag-Ondoy, that's typhoon, that my husband got leptospirosis again, and he almost died again for that time. Again, intra, I I I asked God, I prayed to God, this time maybe talagang mamamatay ni husband ko, because halos namamatay na yung mga katabi ko. That was leptospirosis outbreak, and hindi ko na alam ang gagawin ko. I really prayed that midnight, God, what will I do? Um, and intra came into my
Mm-hmm.
mind, but I don't have intra that time because I am not too seriously doing the business. I am not
Right.
active. But I remember I have intra in the house which is expired. 3 bottles of intra expired. I just go at 2 a.m. In the morning. Pumunta ako sa bahay, kinuha ko yung tatlong boteng expired. Then I asked God, can I let my husband take this? It's expired. I remember before, with your training, as long as the bottle is not bloated, it's still okay
Right.
inside.
Right. Right.
Yes, so I took the risk, and I just let this bottle, has my husband take that bottle for the whole the whole morning until morning. I let him
Mm-hmm.
finish the 3 bottles. Promise. Every now and then, I mean, um, umiihi siya. Maya-maya, umiihi siya. Then, after 3 days, after how many days only, naka-check out na kami sa hospital. That was my turning point, that I decided to do it as
Mm-hmm.
full-time and a mission,
Right.
Sir Paul. I embrace I feel like the Holy Spirit is talking to me, whispering my ears that how many patients will die of different sickness, of different diseases, if they cannot take these products. So even though I am not equipped, even though I am not sure how can I do this, I just say yes to our Heavenly Father. Then I have one memorable encounter with Sir David Deborah. I don't know if that was 2006, that uh, he had that vision. He declared that Philippines will be the number one market. Just hold on, just keep on going. And that time, I am not really active. I am just a simple distributor. And I kept that declaration of
Right.
Sir David in my heart. I don't know how to do it. I just trust to the Lord. I decided to do it full time after the Ondoy. My first area was in Region 8, and it's not easy. It's not easy because the time I'm building my business, my husband is not yet
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Right.
He's still in a situation that he has this
Right.
amnesia. So my kids, I'm afraid that I'm leaving. Iniiwan ko sila. I'm going to the province doing my lifestyle field work. And in the province, I stayed in a church dormitory because it's not expensive, Sir Paul. I pay only 300 pesos a day. And then even though I am in the province, I have to set my alarm to remind my husband to wake up at 4 a.m.
Right.
because my husband still has that amnesia. I set my alarm and wake up my husband. I tell my husband, gising ka na. You have to magpapainit siya ng tubig because I'm using what uling, charcoal. I'm using that. Magpapainit pa ng tubig ang asawa ko, pampaligo ng mga anak ko. Every details I give instruction to my husband. Open the cabinet. There's a tuna there in the can. Put an egg. You cook it. Then let your kids make baon. So even though I'm in the province, I'm making that instruction to my husband what to do, what time he will cook the rice, everything because he's not really in capacity to think
Yes.
everything. So it's not easy for me, Sir Paul, when I started to do it full time because my first destination was in
Well,
province.
you
So
you
I go to the
you
province.
had a lot. You had a lot going on in your life. You had a lot on your plate, right? You're starting out this business. You're not sure you can do it, but I think with you, it was just a matter of belief and faith in the product and faith in the opportunity. And you started to climb the ladder of success. You obviously were able to sell the product. You were able to share your story. We've got some great pictures here of all the things you've accomplished, financially, and all the cars you bought, and all the houses, and all the investments, and all the properties and everything. And it's quite amazing when you think about what you were able to accomplish, and considering where you came from. And I mean, it's really unbelievable. You've traveled the world, you bought 5 cars, you've got all of this property, and you started out in incredible poverty. And I want to go to the next picture too, which is of your family, which is so, so important. And this one I want to keep up. Let's bring this picture up. Let's keep it up for a minute. Because this is what is the most important thing. Considering, Marilou, where you came from, considering the poverty you were in, considering what happened, that accident with your husband, and how low you felt, and how tough life was for you, what does it mean now to have the GMD income, the Lifestyles income, to be able to do everything you want to do, fulfill all your dreams, and most importantly, provide for your husband and provide for your kids? Tell us about what that means.
Yes, Sir Paul. This is my big why. Um, Being a GMD is a different life, different kind of life right now. Unlike before that, we don't have even gas stove. Even before that, we're just riding a jeepney. Being a GMD right now, Sir Paul, is easy and comfortable. Anything that my children want to buy, I can give, and they are not spoiled. But if they want to buy something, I can give them.
Yes.
Like when my daughter is still studying, suddenly she said, can I have car? I want car. I want to take MRT." So tears pour out, because tears of joy, because I have money to buy. What if hindi po ako nag-GMD? Paano kung hindi ako nag-GMD? What kind of life ang meron ng mga anak ko? Anong mga itsura ng mga anak ko? We are from the squatters before. Kung hindi pa ako nag-lifestyles, maybe nasa squatters area pa rin ako. But thank you for the lifestyles opportunity. Thank you, Sir Paul, for loving us here, Filipinos, for supporting us here. Marami kaming natutupad na pangarap. Iba na yung buhay ng pamilya ko ngayon. The properties, amazingly, I cannot imagine that I can afford all those material things. I experienced to buy a car cash. I paid my tuition fees of my children. I paid it in cash. So how I cannot imagine, even the experience when I in different countries, especially when I was in Europe. It's an amazing experience that I spent half a million in 15 days because of lifestyle's
Right,
income.
right.
Oh my goodness. I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine what all the material things that I have right now, the properties, cars, the travels I experienced, Sir Paul, and especially I supported my relatives, my
Right.
clan, and it's I cannot imagine, Sir Paul, if I am not here in Lifestyles, and if I am not a
Yeah.
GMD.
Well, the material things are great, of course, because you want to be able to provide for your family. But I've got a great picture here of you. And, this is sort of, a before and after type of picture. But, when you think about the person at the top there on the left side of the screen or the right side for you maybe, um, how do you compare that person to the person you see in the middle and the person in that spectacular designer dress? Your personal growth is tremendous. You went from the lowest of the low to where you are now. How do you feel when you look at these pictures?
Ah, yes, Sir Paul. The first picture, that's the picture I keep on saying that before I have no face value, I have no credibility. I feel like I am a broken pieces before. I am no one. I am nothing. I am not even counted with our national
Yes.
census. But with the picture in the middle, that was my most memorable gala. Um, I have food to buy now, and of course, with the
Yes.
products, I became healthy, stress
Yes.
free, and I'm more happier, of course. And the most important thing that makes me happy, Sir Paul, every time I share the opportunity to everyone, um, I'm confidently feeling beautiful inside and out. That picture at the bottom, I don't experience, Sir Paul, any birthday celebration since birth. But on my 50th birthday, it's a memorable birthday. It's my first major birthday celebration. And it was planned by my mentor, GMD Tintin. I was surprised after I came from the province in Region 8. She arranged the events. She get organizers. She booked at Crown Plaza Hotel. I'm really surprised because it's only 5 days left before the birthday celebration, and I don't know how to prepare, especially that one, my dress. I said, saan ako kukuha ng damit? It's a short time anymore. I remember that designer, the first time I attended the gala, I asked for rental, but they said no, no rentals. I go back to that designer nung may pera na ako, then I told the story that before I just renting for a gown, but you said no, but now I am here as your client, and can you accept me? Can you make a beautiful gown for me for my birthday celebration? And that designer, he cried hearing that story, and that gown is too expensive, but he just gave it to me with a huge discount. And they attended for my birthday celebration at Crown Plaza
Wow.
Hotel. They are national fashion
Wow.
designers.
Well, there you go. You ended up getting 40% discount on the dress. So you
Yeah,
went
yeah.
direct distributor with the dress. Malou, I want to thank you so much. I mean, your story is absolutely incredible. When you look at where you came from, the immense poverty and the tragedy in your family, and looking after your husband and your kids, and then with all of that, still becoming this amazingly successful person that you are today. It's truly inspiring. I think anybody who watches this is going to be inspired by you, and that's a gift in itself, right? To be able to help people and to bring everybody the Lifestyles opportunity. So I want to thank you so much for being with me today on the Leader Chat Room. It's a great pleasure to always see you and be around you. And I look forward to seeing you when I come back in the Philippines. And thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yes, Sir Paul. First of all, thank you very much for guesting me and for trusting me also. It's an honor. And I think everybody knows my story. And kahit paulit-ulit ko ikwento yung story ko, yun talaga yun. I cannot change my life story. But now because of lifestyles, I have a different story right now. I feel like I am a whole from broken pieces. Now, buong buo. I'm willing to serve the world. I'm willing to spread the mission of lifestyles. I said till death do us part. This is my mission. I love what I'm doing. And I'm very thankful also to our Heavenly Father because lifestyles change the lives of so many people, especially here in the Philippines.
Right.
Thank you, Sir David, Sir Sean, and of course, Sir Paul. Thank you very much. And
well, thank you, Marilou, and you know it's fortunate that Lifestyles came into your life, but we're fortunate that you're with us and you're a tremendous inspiration. So thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you in the Philippines very soon.
Yes, Sir Paul. See you soon here in the Philippines tours.
Thank you, GMD. Talk to you soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Well, there you go, folks. GMD Marilou, wow, what a story. That is sort of your rags to riches, incredible story, and it really just shows you if you never give up and you always stay positive and you do the right thing, you know, success will come your way. And very, very inspiring story from Marilou. So thank you for joining us today in the Leader Chat Room. Folks, that's it today. We'll look forward to our next guest. And until then, goodbye from the Leader Chat Room at Lifestyles office in Toronto, Canada. Thank you and good morning.